everybody, it's Rexluna here with another tutorial video, and this is a more specific tutorial. It's going to be more of an explanation than a show and tell tutorial on how I did my bra, bikini, whatever you want to call it thing for my Morrigan cosplay from Dragon Age. I've gotten a few questions about it and I figured I'd just make a video. Now I think I did mine a lot different than most people did. I know a lot of people went and looked for like pre-made bikini tops that were silver and just kind of went with it, and I didn't really like that look, and I knew that that wasn't really totally accurate and wouldn't work for me, so I decided to make my own. And I kind of tried to combine the different styles that she has, because in the game render she looks a lot older, she's more covered with her cowl thing, it's a little bit of a different design, and in the concept art she looks a lot younger and kind of more revealing. I don't know, I like that version better actually. So for the top part, the bra thing, I decided to go more with the concept art version, which is this one. And you can see it's a little smaller, you can really see the shiny silver, it's got the little beads and all that kind of stuff, so I tried to emulate that to the best of my ability, because she has layers and layers of these things hanging off of it, and my torso is way too short for that, so it would all just kind of fall into my cowl and you wouldn't even see it, so I simplified it a little. And no, I'm not going to be wearing it because I'm not going to make this a boob video. Anyway, so this is my little finished product, which is a little sad because it's been sitting in storage. This is kind of squished and stuff, but yeah, so for the cut pieces, I just used an old bra that I had, and I save all the old bras that I have whenever they get too small or whatever, or worn out and uncomfortable. I save them for things like this. So what I did was, I kind of drew on it. I decided, okay, I want it to be about this size, and I cut it out of the bra. So it's one of those sort of foam ones. I don't know, you can't really tell, but that's about how thick it is. So that way, if it's cold, nobody would notice, and it would give a little more support. Yeah, so I just cut it out in a little triangular sort of shape. And then I got a gray silver kind of knit fabric, and I cut it out a little bit bigger than the little triangle piece I had, and then I just wrapped it over the edges and I hand sewed it, and my hand sewing a few years ago was terrible so this is kind of not very neat, but that's what I did. I would recommend, though, you should probably sew the straps, the strings on before you do the silver part, because it's just going to be a little more comfortable that way, because what I had was I did the string part after, and it would rub against me and stuff, and it wasn't very comfortable. So for the string portion, how I measured it was, when I put the bra on, she's got kind of a cleavage thing going on that I sort of couldn't do. So what I decided was I was going to completely do this with tape. And when I mean tape, I mean there's this double-sided tape. You can get it at Joann and probably a couple other craft stores. It's, I don't know if I can get this open and show you, but it's just these little strips. It's safe on your skin. I mean, there might be some people that have a reaction, but I don't know. And there's these little strips, and you peel off one side, then you put it down, you peel off the other. So I cut them into smaller pieces, and I put tape along pretty much the entire thing. So I'd have to just squeeze together and then stick it on, so that when I was finished and I had it all stuck together, it would pull my boobs together and give it a little more cleavagey, better look. And then same thing, I had it pulled a little tighter around the neck so that it would give lift, because this thing is really small and it's not going to give a lot of lift unless you force it to. So I just made the string in the center a little smaller than I would considering how far apart they are, just so that I was compensating for the fact that I needed to have my boobs closer together. And then the beads, this is kind of self-explanatory, but it's just some beads I found at Joann that I now have never found again. So I'm really glad that I got them when I did, because they look awesome. And I just put them on some thread, and then I sewed to the corners. It's actually kind of coming loose now from being squished around in storage, so I have to fix it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. Oh, for the bead in the center, to keep it from moving, I centered it. I just put it on the cording, and then I took black thread and I just sewed around and through the cording on both sides, so now it can't move, and it'll stay in the center, and I don't have to worry about it being all wonky. And then I just did more cording down here, but it was a little stiff, so it didn't always have the right shape, so maybe something a little heavier would work better, but yeah. And it just wrapped around and tied in the back and tied at the neck. Crisscross style, though, so it was like this, and then it would, okay, I can't really do this, but yeah, like that, and then it would be hidden under the necklace. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Doesn't take a lot of time, probably maybe a couple hours tops, depending on how long it takes for you to do hand sewing, and if you have trouble measuring or whatever. Yeah, so I hope some of you find it helpful. Maybe not necessarily for Morrigan, but maybe some other characters have a similar thing going on. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.